Birdsong has been a live wire in my home. I used to live just across the street for 55 years. So I have great knowledge of what Birdsong is about. I also want to say I am a proud parent because two of my children, one which is about to go and study medicine, and the other one, Charlie's son, a miserable young man, but then again, he is the life wire of Birdsong. I stand here today with a heavy heart because, first to begin, I thought I would have seen more of Tunapuna people. This is not a Birdsong thing, this is we thing. And we're supposed to lift Birdsong up at this point in time because they have been doing such a wonderful job for the people of Tunapuna, for the children of Tunapuna. Birdsong, to me, has been doing such a wonderful job. You know, long time people used to talk about the bad things about steel band. My daughter managed to be playing pan, being a footballer with the national under 15. My son, I have to continuously telling him, boy, I hope when things get bad, Charlie, take you, because every single day he lives in Birdsong. He's now going into Form 4. But I know this is what he wants. This is what all the children you see across there wants. They do music, Birdsong pay for it. All their exams, Birdsong pay for it. These children take part in music festival. I felt so proud. My nephew won the trumpet class. You understand? Academic life plays a great part in becoming part of Birdsong. Coming out of Birdsong, we have a lot of children who attend St. George's College, of which I stand a very proud parent. Because St. George's College have been winning the Sunfest Music Festival in nearly all categories for the past 4 to 5 years. And most of the children are children coming out of Birdsong Academy. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, all I want to say is that we continue to lift Birdsong up in prayer.
Experience in Trinidad was going to the Birdsong Academy. I was visiting here with a number of colleagues from England, and we spent an afternoon and an evening at Birdsong, and we were just so impressed with the standard of the students, the organisation of the whole academy, the way all the students presented themselves. They played in a wind band together, very well. We enjoyed all the teachers there. So that was a large part of us getting started in the music education business in Trinidad from what we'd seen there. When we came to live in Trinidad, which was, as Dennis said, about 7 years ago, we got involved with Birdsong. We came and worked with the teachers here. And I met some really great students coming out of Birdsong, a number of which have come on to UTT to do a degree and have even, some of them now graduated. I can't really believe that I'm seeing the fence around Birdsong. It's such a great part of the musical heritage in Trinidad, something I've been proud to be a part of, and I'm just really hoping after today.
Jerry Kangali sent this advisory. Jerry Kangali, Ray Samuel, Andre Moses was the one who wrote it. And I knew these gentlemen when in my first year on campus. And in the August holiday following that, I went to South. When I came back, there was a band. Charlie Phillip, Teddy Belgrave, and some other people. Some people actually who have reached pretty far in our society. Pretty far. What I remember of this band and of the people is their intensity. That group of people live for pan. Jerry Kangali is here, the bassist, or the would-be bassist. But I left the pan shortly after I left campus, and I really have not been involved in the pan movement at all. I am a researcher. I have kind of removed myself. But this is something that is incomprehensible to me. So I came to hear the truth of this whole matter. When I looked, last year for example, I was approached by someone, I can't remember who, to do a session with young Birdsong players on campus. There were about 50 or 60 young people in that room, disciplined people. We had this session for about 2 hours where I tried to say something about calypso and steel band. Very receptive, and I've been hearing reports of their discipline. I'm hearing people have won scholarships. By the way, my research area is calypso, just for the record. And the songs just keep bombarding me in case of the disappearing steel band, with the help and reach. We are 2 days away, we are told, from the pan in danger. Thank you very much. Pan in danger. But we are 2 days away from what should be an anniversary of independence. And the pan has been declared the national instrument. And yet, on the eve of independence, we hear the eviction of a band which has been rooted in this community for pretty much all of its existence. This is, I'm not sure how we are going to cope with this. When I say we, I don't just mean Birdsong. I mean the steel band itself. I mean the people who see cultural artifacts or cultural expressions as being the very soul of the nation. But Charlie is, as he always was, upbeat. He said at the beginning, this is not a week, it's a new beginning.
To be clear, we thought having stolen the Birdsong model, because you would recall a few years ago the Ministry of Multiculturalism and whatever else that went with that actually adopted the program that was instituted by Birdsong and took it around Trinidad in a number of places. And we feel then that that was enough to say, well, okay, having done that, we could repay Birdsong for that facility that they would have given Trinidad and Tobago by saying, let's compulsory acquire that space. However, it is not to be so, and this morning I was awoken to be told then that the marshal and they would have moved in. And when I came down, I saw people of my hue, you know, who, like anything else, they would have been given an exercise. But however, we at Trinidad, we feel then that the time is now for us to ensure that this doesn't happen again. We can't be saying that Trinidad and Tobago is the land of the steel pan and continue to throw our bands out on the road with disregard.
To bring some greetings from South, I want to bring some greetings from the Southern Marines Steel Band Foundation, of which I am a part. And you know, we had to be here because at one level, this is a struggle for security of tenure for steel bands all over this country. They have a lot of steel bands that have a problem in terms of the security of tenure. My steel band, Southern Marines, used to have that problem. Over the years, we were able to resolve it. And we don't have that problem anymore. You know, if you look at what Birdsong is doing, they are going way beyond what normally steel bands would do. And they have set the pace for a lot of other community-type organizations and cultural organizations in this country. Conspiracy theories pass through your mind, you know, if this isn't something that is deliberate. Because you see, we live in a country here that privileges mediocrity. And if you are in a situation where you are producing excellence, then that is a living reproach to the people who actually gain from what is happening in this country. Birdsong represents excellence in terms of the things that they have done and the things that they are capable of doing. And in Trinidad and Tobago, we do not want excellence. We live in a swamp of mediocrity. So what we have to do, we, the people, the community, the ordinary people of Trinidad and Tobago, is to stop relying on others to do the things that we need to do for ourselves. Stop relying on politicians and on whoever and so on. We have to carve out our own space. We have to operationalize our own vision. The vision of Birdsong. The people who have to operationalize that is the people who have been doing it for the last how many years, for the last few decades. They have to operationalize that vision. And we who recognize that what Birdsong has been doing is a kind of beacon for the rest of us, that we have to rally around in whatever way we can to support and to help and assist and to defend Birdsong and the model, the so-called model that Birdsong has developed, you know.
We try in not only this band, in a lot of seed barnyards, to introduce, instead of you go and be some gang, to be a gang leader, we tell them coming in many barnyards to do a pan program so that they elevated. And we are seeing that shut down. This morning, that's what I saw. It's very emotional to take that, you know. I will tell you why. Years ago, the fight when they had riot, the steel band riot. Tell me when last you see anybody get damaged in a steel band thing. Tell me when last you see anybody in Panama get shoot, cut, or robbed. We had a thing in Woodbrook Saturday. Not one single event that we have in the steel band world, you see any violence. This is what we have to look at. Now here it is. We have a program, and from the program, people going to Berkeley College, young people, and addressing themselves, elevating themselves, because we want to teach the other people that come in to be musically literate. And that was shut down today. I want to say this 2 days before our national 54th anniversary of our nation's independence. And our national instrument is really the national instrument. Look what steel band is doing internationally. And look what we face in this country, where what steel bands have to go through with security at 10 years for the panyard. When we asked the former who was going to organize the security at 10 years, that went through. And when we look at the many steel bands that have problems, that this could trigger off a whole thing down the road. So I am saying, the steel band movement right now come back like a long time. That is the signal I'm getting.